the game up. This is not the best way to learn the game. It is the best way to play the game. I will talk through what this game is and how to play it. Correct me if I'm wrong on anything. Normally I practice these teaches before I give them. That did not happen today. All right, Russ, you played Pax Premier.
Yes.
So just like Pax Mirror, this game is about getting victory points with a particular faction and then checking who has the most victory points when a certain card is played, an event card, right? In this game, those cards are called topples. There's 4 factions. You can, unlike Pax Mirror, be aligned with all of them at once. If you look out on the field, there's a bunch of these, like, in the upper right-hand corners, ovals that say Outrage, Loyalty, Revolution. There's one that's not represented that says Command. Those are your victory points. The more cards that you have played out with those tags on them, the more victory points in that color you have. That makes sense?
Okay, yep.
All right. Here's where it gets weird, especially compared to Premier. What faction you're checking against is determined by who's in power at the time. If you look at the upper right-hand side, there's a green bar right above the coin and gold bar that says Pax Porfiriana. That represents what government we're in. Right now, if we were to check who's winning, it would be who has the most green victory points. And it's a little more complicated than just most, but we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
There's also a blue government, a white government, and a red government. They all have different effects. And I believe in Yakuza, if you click on the coin and gold bar, you'll see the pop-up for it, and you can actually look at all of them. So it'll tell you what the effects are. Basically, each government makes your mines and your economic values different. Those affect values of things in the game. And they also all have a special ability. Pax Porfiriana, if you have a card out with one of those green loyalty points, you get to put a cube on it. That cube makes you 1 money every turn. That makes sense?
Okay, yep.
All right, cool. Throughout the game, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking turns that consist of 3 actions. Those 3 actions break down into like the 9 things you see at the bottom left under your name. Those will light up letting you know which ones are available to you at a time, but basically it's all just different ways to buy, play, and like use cards, right? You can buy a card from the market. You can do that twice in 1 turn. The second buy will cost you 2 actions. So buying 2 cards will be your entire turn. Buying 1 card and then 2 other actions is a valid turn as well. Something like that. You can sell a card from your hand. The value that you sell it for is the same value as the coin of the current government. So Pax Porfiriana, it's always going to be worth 3. If you're in Anarchy, it'll always be worth 1. The other governments are a little bit different. You can play a card from your hand. The cost to play the card is the upper right-hand corner, that blue number. So when you buy the card, it's based on what slot in the market it's in, just like Pax Premier. When you play the card, it's that blue number. Notice, like Lord Cowdrey in the 3rd column, top row, some are super expensive.
Dang.
Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. He's really good, though. Basically, he doubles the benefit of the Pax Porfiriana thing, right? So even if you're not Pax Porfiriana, all your loyalty points get a cube. It's just it's really good. It makes you lots of money. Expensive, but good. You can speculate, which is you. If we were playing this game in person, you'd have 15 of your colored cubes on you. 2 of them go out on your dude, and I'll get to your dude in a second and what that represents. And then generally when you play cards like the what are they called? Not estates. Enterprises. Thank you. When you play Enterprises, like that smelter in the top row, 2nd column, you put cubes on it. Those cubes represent the income you're getting for it. Speculate's the same thing. You put a cube out on a card in the market. If someone buys that, instead of putting their money into the bank, they give it to you.
Oh, okay.
Typically, in my experience, it's less a way of making money for yourself and more a way of making someone really reluctant to buy a card. Let's see. Other things you can do. Okay, so I've covered playing, selling, buying, speculating. The other ones all rely pretty much on cards. Some, we don't have an example here, unfortunately. It's one bad thing about playing Yakuza, right? I can't just pull cards out. Some enterprises, which are those like tan beigeish cards, we have 2 out, the smelter and the gun store. Some are ranches or plantations. Those start off worth 1 or 2 value per turn. you can buy more land for them, which upgrades their value. The way you do that is you just pay however many cubes will be on it when you're done. So if they have 2 cubes on it, you pay 3, put another cube on it, takes 2 actions, but now it's worth 3 every turn instead of 2. It just lets you kind of grow your plantation or your ranch. This is really good because they are depression proof. Depression is the thing in the game. Again, I'll get to it. Don't worry too much about it. Going along with those, the buying land on the enterprises, both of those enterprises, you can see they have a donkey and a boot down at the bottom, respectively. There's another like image in a circle up towards the upper right. Those are upgrades. You can pay the cost right next to that image, so 6 for the train, 1 for the donkey, to put a cube there, which again makes you more money every turn, and you can do that on other people's enterprises, which is really nice. It changes the way that troops have to interact with the card. Troops will have 3 images at the bottom of their card. They all have different costs. It's how they move around. Upgrading the connections makes it more viable for different kinds of troops to interact there, as well as makes you more money. So that's one of your actions. You can upgrade connection during the turn. You can buy a public card. If you look to the right, there is the Virgin Mary and Teddy Roosevelt. Buying those cards is its own kind of weird buy action. They're really expensive. They have 2 sides. You choose which side you want to play when you play them, and if you click on them, it'll somewhere. If you click on the number, the 16 or 18, it'll show you what both sides are. When you buy them, you actually also play them. It's kind of a combined action. They're really powerful. They're also a good example of something. So if you want to see the other victory point, the backside of both of them should have, if you click on the gear, it'll show you the backside. It has the command victory point, which is just white, right? They're a good example of things, though, because the Catholic Church has a fist icon with 2 colors on it. That's a strife icon. If you ever play a card, or anyone ever plays a card with one of those icons, we have a couple of headlines out with them as well. Every player needs to choose between those 2 colored factions. I'm about to get into what building your tableau looks like in this game, and other than the enterprises, your tableau is faction-based, right? So you have 4 factions that you get victory points with. Same way that works, you have 4 factions that you can buy partners and troops in. We don't have any troops out on the board right now, but we do have a ton of partners. So any of the cards that are red, green, blue, or white is a partner, and they have a P up in the upper left-hand corner to let you know that they're a dude or a thing that you are, playing into your buying and then playing into your tableau, and you're getting a bonus for it. Some of those bonuses are really, really good, like Lord Coucher, and you pay a lot for it. If you ever get one of those strife icons and you have, like, say it's a red green strife icon and you have both those in your tableau, you need to choose one side to side with, and you discard all this cards of the other side. Strife icons could really screw you. This is this game's equivalent of the is it collapse? Is that what's called in Premiere? Where if you lose all the guys for an area or all the guys in an area, you lose the corresponding cards and or dudes. This is kind of like this game's equivalent.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to blow through this because it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense, and there's a lot to take at once. You have 2 other options during your turn. You can redeploy troops. That just means move them around. Once you've played them out, you can then pay the various costs to move them around. Pretty simple. This game doesn't have a map, but the enterprises we lay out make kind of a pseudo map in our various tableaus. And then you can do police actions. Eventually, your enterprises are probably going to have a bunch of unrest on them. The unrest is generated by orange cards. That makes your enterprise not work, or sometimes just forces you to discard it, kind of depending on what goes on. You can use police actions to get rid of that. Redeploying troops there will also get rid of it. When we have an example, I'll kind of walk you through what the costs are and why you do one over the other. You can also be jailed in this game. Occasionally, if you look at the conspiracy card in the upper right-hand corner, you saw the revolution tag has a star by it. Whoever gets that card gets jailed. That just means that you have 2 actions instead of 3 until you use a police action to get them back. It's not normally a huge deal, especially towards the end of the game, but it is annoying. And police actions cost 3 gold? 3 monies? Yeah, okay. That is about 65% of the game. Generally in the beginning of the game, you're going to buy cards, typically from the left-hand column. All depends on where you're going, and kind of sell them to build up a war chest, or play the really worthwhile ones. There's a bunch of different kinds of cards in this game. Like, you can see the partners, the troops look a lot like the partners. Headlines are events. When you play a headline, when you buy it, it plays immediately. You can choose for either nothing to happen, that's status quo, or you can choose for the thing that you can actually read to have happen, right? So out here, all must play 1 gold for each of the rail connected enterprises, or else discard it, and then it changes what the government is to martial law. Next one changes government to Pax Porfiriana and does some unrest to Mexican enterprises. The other one, U.S. intervention, also unrest to Mexican enterprises. Enterprises are situated in a country. So there's 3 different areas in this game. The 2 enterprises we have out here are America.
One more game.
What's up?
Oh, sorry. Someone else was talking to me over here.
Sorry, man. All right. Locations and whatnot. Enterprises are all situated in a location. You have 3 locations: America, Chihuahua, and Sonora. Troops are also limited to a district, except in certain circumstances. Certain government types will let troops kind of move around more freely. It'll say in the bottom left-hand card of the bottom left-hand corner of these cards what district they're in. So both our enterprises here in America, but again, there's Chihuahua and Sonora. Certain things will affect only certain groupings of enterprises, types of enterprises, etc. Patrick, what am I missing other than everything?
No, you've done a really good comprehensive coverage. A lot of it is circumstantial, so I mean, we'll just kind of help them as it comes up.
Yeah. Okay, so our dudes, we each have a guy that's been auto-assigned to us, and they each have a special ability. I am Bernardo Reyes. I can buy troops from the market for half round-up cost. You ever see half and a plus sign? That just means round-up. Russ, you are... Nope, you're Carpanza. You can buy the black cards from the market for free. So that conspiracy card that's in the 16 gold column, it's 0 for you.
Cool.
He's the power broker. He gets to mess with people.
You kind of are too. So Patrick can buy partners from the market for half cost. Between the 2 of us, he has the much better ability with a starting market. But yeah.
Oh, you didn't talk about the economy.
I did not talk about the economy. Thank you. Okay, so look at the headlines. You'll notice some of them have bulls, one of them has a bear. If you are when you're discarding these, either for having played them, or when they end a turn in that far left corner, they just get, or far left column, they just get discarded immediately with no effect. If you ever discard 2 bears in a row, you go into a depression. Depressions suck. You have to pay upkeep on every card in your tableau.
Ooh.
Right? You cannot sell anything. Technically, I think you can actually still sell cards, but they're worth nothing when you do it. So it's just kind of a fancy discard. And then mines, which are a kind of enterprise, also will not make you any money. Banks will not make you any money. The values for the coin and the gold bar go to 0. The way to get out of that, discard 2 bulls in a row. As far as percentages, I think about 30% of the headlines are bears, the rest are bulls. But we're not playing with every card in the deck, because that's part of the game. You only play with roughly half the cards with 4 players. So there's a good chance we have, these are only 2 bulls, and everything else could be bears. Just kind of luck of the draw. This game is highly it's what I want, not random.
And dependent on the card.
Yeah, just it can change a lot depending on what kind of cards you get. Like, it can be a very stabby, almost feels like a war game, lots of troops moving around kind of thing, or it can be very, very Euro-y, where you guys are just kind of like working on your individual engines and not messing with each other too much. Just depends on what cards come up and how the people are going to use them. Last thing I think that needs to be said, you are a target for all cards. And what I mean by that is the black card that you can see, that conspiracy card, it's a bad thing, right? Steal an opponent's partner to your row. You pay whatever the opponent was. The upper left hand corner that says 0, that's how much money you would steal from them. Most of those cards let you steal some money. And then whoever you played it on gets that card, and it's on the other side. They get a revolution victory point for it. That can be played on yourself by you. It's called a straw man attack. The orange cards work similarly. It is a helpful way of getting blue and red victory points, or getting rid of things that you no longer want, if for some reason you have a different way to get rid of it. It's something to keep in mind. You want to be conniving and sneaky in this game, and stabbing yourself is sometimes the best way forward. It's why I love this game.
Look, sir,
That's
bandits!
That's nice. I'm going to steal something for myself to get myself some points.
There's a special kind of black card called an Assassination Card. It's what lets you kill partners. You can actually use that on your dude or someone else's dude.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a big part of the game when you get a little bit into it. If I see when it's going to be a thing, I'll let you know. It's normally only happens during victory checks, because we can all flip our guys to get another victory point. Again, it's a whole thing. Don't worry too much about that right now. Just know that you could potentially get a free victory point in either green or red.
Cool.
Anything else, Patrick?
No, that's good. I might as well hold off on the top one until the first one shows its head.
Basically, we're not gonna trigger the first topple anyways.
Right.
I mean, we could. I shouldn't say we won't, but we won't. And I think, Patrick, I think it's your turn.
I do get to go first. Madero is my favorite Hacendado to have, because exactly what he was saying, that I can choose a lot of these very plentiful partners cheap. So even the stuff here on 0, I mean, that would be a waste for this particular partner. So I'm going to take the Rebel Governor Chihuahua for 1, and I'm going to take the Federal Monopoly for 2. And because I bought 2 cards, that's actually all 3 of my actions. So I am done. The headline now is going to fall off automatically. So I click it, it discards. Then it's going to come up with a little restore market, and then everything's going to slide down to fill space. And then new stuff will come out, and now I will get my 2 gold income at the end of the turn. And it gives me a little, hey, you got income. I accept my income, and then I click finish. I'm done.
It's going to go to you, Russ, and then you'll be able to take your turn. If you ever have any questions about the interface, A, feel free to ask. B, lower right-hand corner, there's a question mark. You can click on that, and it's got a little walkthrough. Oh, something also to know, this game's simpler than Premiere. Premiere has a lot more choices about, oh man, Russians look like they're going to win, but I've invested so much in the Irani. There's not really that here. You get a little bit of that with the stripes, but in general, your decisions are a lot more simple and straightforward. It's a lot more chaotic.
All right. I think I'm going to grab Monopoly Senator Albert.
He's a good one. Especially since the 2 of the 3 enterprises you see are American right now.
And I think I'll grab the Assassination.
Welp.
I don't know if that's good or not, but here we go.
It's good. Especially because it's free for you.
Yep.
I like the guy that can buy the orange cards for, I think is it 1 or half? Whatever it is. He's my favorite.
He gets them half, yeah.
And then when you are done with your turn, Russ, there's a finish turn button down near the bottom somewhere. And you're going to have to click it a few times because it's going to reset the market and give you money and then pass it over to me.
Oh, it needs me to discard. There we go. Restore market.
Ooh, Tohono Oram. Hell yeah. I do have to be honest, I'm a little surprised the game Phil Eklund was involved in didn't just call him the Papago.
There you go.
Let's see. I'm gonna be black. Alright. I'm gonna get the gun store.
Because why not have a gun store?
Fun fact, you know the Ronstadt gun store in this game?
Yes.
That is Linda Ronstadt's grandfather.
It is.
Huh.
I didn't realize that until one of the last times I played, and someone's like, "Is that like Linda Ronstadt?" It's like, yeah, it is. And Russ, just know, this might not be the best way to learn the game, but the reason it's the best way to play the game is you can actually parse these cards. The real cards are kind of a mess.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. They do look pretty busy.
I'm going to purchase the smelter for 0 and then sell it for 3. And then I'm going to speculate on that gun store since we all seem to be keen on it. And I will restore the market, and I'm done.
You know, man, I think Macklemore would call that a come up. And yeah, so the basic kind of like gameplay loop you're going to be going through here is get money, grow your economy, get victory points however you can.
Nice.
And also probably choose what kind of victory point you really want to aim for. Loyalty and outrage are looking real good right now.
Yeah.
And the one tip I give new players is don't get tunnel vision on income. People love building this wonderful tableau and an enterprise engine that's giving them like lots of money, but it's a means to an end. I mean, you can win this game with pennies in your pocket if you're playing.
Shoot.
The only reason that I'm not going to buy Lord Cowdrey if he's still available on my turn is because that's how I won my last game, and I can't do 2 games the same in a row.
No, that's smart. Gotta test yourself. Gotta train it to try something different. Challenge!
The only thing I do the same in every game is I buy U of A if possible, just so I can sell it.
I love the double take that they're like, this is all about Mexico, and then they see that, and they're like, what the? University of Arizona? Yep.
Any questions, Russ, or just figuring out your turn?
Trying to figure out what else makes sense here.
If there's nothing else you can do, you can always sell for an action. If you have a card you don't want, you could speculate.
I'll grab this mine. Why not?
Panama Canal. Hell yeah. This Gila Bend Holding Co., maybe get my monies and figure out where Fitch move is. All right. I'm waiting for, a troop or something to come out.
Kind of, yeah, it defeats the purpose of having those half-off troops. Let's see. Well, yes, I will take the gun store for nothing. And
it's your gun store for nothing and your unrest for free.
I'm going to take that conspiracy for 4. Because that's protectionism. Alright, so I bought 2 cards. Income, accepted, finish.
Oh, holy orange cards, Batman. So, Russ, like I was saying, the orange cards work roughly like the black cards do. You almost always play them against another card. The orange cards are played against enterprises specifically. The red number is how much unrest they'll put on it, and unrest gets pretty expensive to remove unless you have lots of good troops out. The coin is how much money you steal from them, and then just read the text to see what else happens.
Gotcha.
And they're almost always free to play. There's a couple of them that are not. Like the Banditos cost 1. So Patrick, I don't think Fred's going to do the ASL video. We might have to step up.
That's all you, man.
I tried, man.
I've tried it once. I had the starter kit, and I said, nope, I'm going to stick to Combat Commander. That's my jam. That's my speed.
I definitely like Combat Commander a lot more.
Yeah.
Combat Commander has that epic war movie vibe to it for me.
Exactly. I mean, every month when I'm reading the after-action reports, my God, these are such great games. I wish I was watching them all.
Let's see here.
I'm a little disappointed with all the effort that we went through and expended to get Pax Porfiriana as the game of the month. This is my one and only chance to play it so far.
Dude, I'm right there with you. The I was gonna try to get a big game going with my local group, and they just, well, I think we can meet at the end of July. It's like, bruh, come on.
There you go.
Oh no, I saw things get bought. If you are ever curious what someone did on their turn, there's a little foot icon above your character's portrait. You can go see what people did in
Okay.
exacting detail. And if you need to know what the cards say, just click on the number link it gives you. I'll show you what the card is. Okay. Oh, the P is partner, not private army. Okay.
Yeah, it's hand, partners, and T. What is T? It's tableau.
Is it tableau?
Yeah, it's how many cards are sitting in your tableau.
Weird. Okay. I don't know what to do. I know what to do. I don't know what to do. I am gonna play that. I'm going to purchase that. Sure, because I'm poor. Let's speculate on that. Do I have another action? Oh, I do have another action. Well, shit, I didn't think about that. Accept income, finish move, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. I'm going to sell that conspiracy card. Get some gold. I will open up a gun store in America. Play that, and then we will... Let's see.
Oh, nomenclature. Russ, if the card says nationalized, that means discard. I wasn't keeping an eye on the black cards you're buying, but I'm pretty sure one of those might say nationalize.
Yes. Nationalize a Mexican enterprise.
Yeah, so it won't work on like Patrick or I's gun stores, but it'll work on any of the Mexican enterprises that are out. When someone plays it, you just be like, "Nope, government thanks you, baby."
I will upgrade the connection to deliver some guns by donkey. That's my 3 actions. I will accept my income and finish my move.
I don't know. Seems like hacks, man.
Hmm.
Hey, Patrick, would you be willing to sell my bandits some guns?
Of course! We have all makes and models for all legitimate and illegitimate purposes.
Or, and I am just spitballing here, but I could always just build my own gun store, right?
Oh, well, I mean, who needs another store? I mean, cut rate firearms? Ours are made in America. I love teaching this at conventions because people just have that 1,000-yard stare when you first run through everything. And after like 2 hours, man, everyone's doing funny voices and they're really getting into it. It's great.
I had the print and play version of Lords of the Sierra Madre. I want to get out because I'm interested to see what led to this.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I managed to. I bought Ardwolf's copy of Sierra Madre about a year ago, and it's just. I know it's totally unplayable, and I will probably never ever give up my love for this. But yeah, it would be neat to see what was the original progenitor.
All right, so I have good news and bad news for you, Patrick.
Oh no! A telegram's coming in. Grandma Moses, no!
You have made a net of 1 coin. That is the good news.
Did you play something on me? What?
I did. You'll see in a second here. I have a free speculate I need to go use. I just don't know what to use it on. All right. Oh, it's forced me to discard, right? Click, 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 click. Yep, sure. That sounds like a reasonable amount of income. Finish. All right. Yeah. So your gun store got raided by my gun store. So you made 2, but I took 1.
Nice. All right. I thought we had professional courtesy here among sellers. No.
We did. No, we did. You gave me a coin so you could have a victory point.
Sure. I now have 1. I'm outraged by this. All right. Well, that changes what I'm going to do then, I think. Hmm.
I just had cards that were begging to be used.
Yeah, I'm going to speculate on the strikers. Partido Liberal Mexicano. And I'm going to open up a land survey company here in Chihuahua. And what else? Let's look at. That's the thing about Yukata. It takes me a while to remember. Oh yeah, you look at other people's tableaus. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
It's
yes,
very.
yes. I will buy your donkeys and upgrade your connection. So there you go.
I saw that coming.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I guess I gave Russ a ton of money.
Yeah, my Senator Albert's a pretty badass dude.
I totally forgot he was out. I'm like, why does Russ have 19 gold? Oh, I just gave him 7. So I didn't go over the troops, Russ. After your turn, I'll talk a little bit about the ones that are out. If you've not bought them, I'll still talk about them. All right, so you bought the railgun. The way those work. So there's a couple things that happen with troops. First off, at the top, there's going to be some dots. Troops can have 1 to 3 dots. Troops with more dots displace troops with lower dots. It's firepower rating, right? If you have a general, generally the general will make all your troops have 3 power. 3 power troop will not displace another 3 power troop. When they come out, the first time you play them, they generally will change what regime you're in. So green guys will make it Pax Porfiriana, white guys will make it martial law, red guys anarchy, blue guys US intervention. The cost to play them and move them is what's arrayed there at the bottom. When you put them on an enterprise, that's how you do it. You use whatever the relevant cost is. So like if you want to play it on, say my gun store, you would use the donkey. Because my gun store is normally a boot, it's been upgraded to a donkey. You always use the upgraded connection if it exists. Typically, the more guerrilla and rebel and bandity the kind of troop, the more expensive it is for them to use the better kinds of transportation, like trains.
Because they hate trains, man. That scares them.
More of the trains represent like the security apparatus that comes with trains, but also yes, trains are scary. And then you'll notice you'll notice the one you bought, it is a train, so it's really expensive to move it anywhere that's not a train. Make sense?
Yep.
You didn't even change my turn that much by buying that, because I was just going to buy the 2 federal troops. Well, I'll get the local troops too. No, I won't. Hold on. Undo. Those are hella expensive. Speculate on those bad boys. I think that looks good. And finishing my turn. If it lets me. There we go.
I will just purchase rioters and purchase the dual card.
Oh, so I'm getting a gold. Thank you.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, back to you. Oh, and 5 card hand limit if you haven't, because since you're right at the 5 card limit, Russ.
Yep.
Unless you
there
got
are
something.
A lot of
Yeah,
there's a lot of partners to let you ignore that. I have one out right now. Not that I've been close to the hand limit. I feel like all the mines that are out are tempting us to dare with a depression. So Russ, I have an idea of what you should do.
Oh yeah, what's that?
You should mess with Patrick, absolutely.
Said the other experienced player at the table. Well done, sir.
Yeah, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, I think this game, I love it with 5. I think it really shines with anything but 2. 3, just the dynamics of like this with 3 players is, it's like, I know who my enemies are no matter what. Right?
Right.
With 4 players, it's like, oh, who are the lowest on the table? And 5 is even more so. 6 is a slog. I try to avoid doing 6 unless we all really know what we're doing.
5 and 6, my problems with it, like people will be like, it's too chaotic or whatnot, and I'm like, you are an unfun soul. No, the problem with 5 and 6 is it just takes too damn long.
Yeah. Yeah, 5. I think 5 is manageable. Again, if you've got people that are really eager and they're like, if they're paying attention and going, okay, I'm gonna get this card. Like, oh, it's gone. Damn it. 6 is just it just adds so much. It's an extra half an hour to the game, even with fastest players.
Mm-hmm.
Russ, I just figured out what you should do.
What's that?
You should mess with Corey, right?
Oh no! Oh no!
I just came up with that idea, but I think it works. It's a solid plan.
It is a solid plan, I'll admit. Feel personally attacked by that advice, Patrick.
Oh, good. It's working.
The true next level Porfiriana player knows that the answer is to mess with oneself.
That's right. Got a handful of orange cards. Let's go to town.
The last time I taught this game to a group of new players, I stressed, it's like, look, I know you're going to be really tempted to, because I had set up the tableau and it was nothing but black and orange cards. I'm like, look, I know you're going to be really tempted to just go ham and mess with people. You can grief someone into winning in this game. Be careful.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, right out of the gate, it's like, this is a victim award game. The more strife you cause to other people, you are helping them. And they're like, oh. And then when that light bulb goes on about 5 turns in, like, oh, I can play this on myself! Free!
Yeah, that group did not listen to me and griefed me into a very early second topple win.
There's your University of Arizona.
A little expensive right now, but it will be sold. It will be discarded.
There we go.
Okay.
So we're going to go drop the free speculate on that. It feels like a waste to purchase the troop now that he's free. Sorry, Russ.
Because she'd be crying 1 minute and like 2 seconds later she'd like dead. Like,
The word sorry does not mean what you think it means in this game.
like she was inside.
Whatever could you mean?
So we'll see what happens.
And then
Income phase. Ooh, 5 income now.
so help yourself to whatever you want.
Look, just I'm protecting your mind, Russ. That's what's happening.
AKA,
I'm keeping a watchful eye on it, so no bandits come by and extort you.
What a guy, man! He donated those to the cause. Those federal troops are nice. They're doing God's work. All right, I'm gonna try something here. Play this. It does seem like that's the time to take that.
Oh, I should have.
Okay, our first topple has arrived.
Okay, Russ. Let's go over the how winning works in this game. There were 2 pieces of this. First off, topples are a headline like any other headline. When you play them, they can either be played for the status quo, no fancy stuff, no nothing, right? You just do a victory check. Or each topple is tied to one of the regime types. It will make it slightly easier to win during that regime type. What I mean by that is it's +2, right?
Normally
yes.
it's +2. Yeah, we're +3 because of senility on this.
Yeah. All right. So here's how the victory calculation works. The number you need to beat. Right now we're in Pax Porfiriana. If you were to buy that topple, you would need green points in excess of 3 plus what Patrick and I have. So right now the number to beat would be 5. Number to beat's 4. You need 5 points. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did you say no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so basically just the way that the victory points work is you're trying to be a solid number from the game itself, which right now is 3. The next top will be 2, then 1, then 0. And then you're also trying to beat the combined points of your opponents in whatever regime you're in. So we're in green regime. Patrick has 0 points. I have 1 point, and then it'd be our combined total 1 plus the game's 3. You need to beat that score in order to win with green points. I'm probably explaining this terribly.
The only thing is it's 3-2-2-1 on senility. I'm going to step away just for a moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so basically the math of the game is there's a baseline you have to beat plus your opponent's scores in whatever we're doing, right? Were the government to change before that topple is played, same deal, just different color of points, right? Right now the only points out are my 1 loyalty point and your guys' outrage points. No one's going to win yet. Senility makes it harder to win on the first topple, but then easier the longer you go into the game. And if you click on the coin and gold bar up in the corner, the gray part of the card will tell you what the loyalty value you're trying to beat is. It's a little bit wrong because it's going to say 2. That's the normal. We're doing a slight variation on that, but it's the right idea. It's tripartite loyalty is Diaz loyalty of 2 plus the loyalty points from your 2 most unloyal opponents. So in this case, it's just your 2 opponents. If we had 4 opponents, it'd be, if we had more people, it'd be the people with the lowest scores.
All right. I don't know if that's a smart move, but...
Oh, wait, what'd you do?
I took out my own mine.
Yeah, you did, after retreat. Blah, blah, blah. Do I want to flip? So what that did is it gives me a choice. I can flip my Hacendado over to his green side, which will get me a green victory point. And it'll keep that dude in my private army. Makes my guy a little bit harder to kill as well. I don't really think I want to do that, though. I don't want to do that. I'm going to discard him. Alright. Game should have given the turn back to you. Because it has to flip it over to me, yeah.
There's assassins all about, man. Le de fuga.
You'll never believe this, Patrick. He kicked my troops out, and I didn't want them in my private army. I am troopless once again. How did you use a black or orange card on you?
Yeah, I used a lawsuit against my mine.
Interesting. Okay.
And since you were attacking it, you had no target.
That's very interesting. So the my federal spy should have let me cancel that.
Interesting.
That's fine. I wouldn't have done that anyways. But I'd like the option, damn it. It's like when that relative doesn't invite you to dinner and you're like, I mean, I wouldn't have gone, but like,
I wanted the option to say no.
And I don't think there's anything else I want to do here.
Oh, we got Henry Ford out. Don't know how I feel about that.
That dang finish move button.
Right, just kind of hides there at the bottom. Seems all innocent. Oh, I'm only making 4 income now.
Guess we'll play since our other monopoly is gone, we had to close up the survey shop. We'll start this one then. Sonora Land Company. They're not making any more of it.
Oh, man, so much outrage out there.
Speculate on the topple for some reason. Alright. Discard headlines. Goodbye, headline. Finish.
I will say this game's feeling a bit weird right now.
Going against expectations?
I either need more black cards or more troops. What is this Euro crap?
We all play nicely together.
What else do I want to do here? There we go.
What hell hath you wrought? You know, Patrick, you keep giving me a gold every turn. I'm loving this. I appreciate your donation to the Reistas. A whole lot of speculation cubes out there.
Got plans for the future. Alright, let's make some movement here. Let's play a ranch here in Chihuahua. Then we will send some troops to that ranch, thereby triggering martial law. And I get a free police action, so we will police the gun store. And that is my turn.
Hmm. Hmm.
I feel like your gun store might need a little more policing.
They're new to the scene. They're assessing the situation.
So I just freaked out a little bit because one of the cards I'm like make my plans around was suddenly no longer in my hand because this game can't handle hands bigger than 5.
Oh yeah, it goes to a second page. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, where'd it go? What'd I do?
I think so. I'll use my railway gun for that ranch.
Oh, damn.
You sent troops? What?
He didn't
That
just
was
send
good.
troops, he sent a big gun.
Big Bertha. The croup gun. Mm-hmm. Well, that was money well spent.
Sorry, dude.
Run away at the first sign of a giant railway-mounted artillery piece. Gah! Locals.
Damn it. I don't know if I want to do that now. Oh well. You're welcome, Patrick.
Thanks? Question mark?
Actual, you're welcome. It's a good thing. Let's see, I don't have any of that nonsense. Well, son of a gun.
Step away for a second.
Mormon lumber.
Ah.
Here's the thing.
The Mormons. They steal donkeys. Okay.
Peter just got it.
I think you both have monopolies. They're both messing with me.
Mm-hmm. Well, sir. What do we do now? Got lots of money now.
It's almost like someone just gave you 8.
Surveyors, man. That's what it's all about. Let's speculate on that. And I guess we'll police that. Restore market. Income. Accept. Finish. I got our second topple out there. Wow.
Let's see, you want to steal 3 and do stuff to me, but I get some outrage, and you're going to make it anarchy. But I could use my spy to stop this. You know, no, I'm fine with this. This is cool. I'm fine. I didn't notice that. So the pop-up for the hit finish turn, I hereby confirm that I do not want to use a spy. It's very officious.
Oh, finish move.
It is my turn. What? I don't know. Someone stole a bunch of money from me. Technically, you only stole 1 from me, because I got 2 for you playing that card. Although I guess you actually kind of stole more from me, because you made it's not Pax Porfiriana anymore. So I lost loyalty points. Why do you do this to me, Russ?
I'm doing it right?
That is correct.
That is correct.
I don't know if switching to anarchy is a good move, but guess we'll see.
I mean, it's a move. That's for damn sure. All right, we're gonna do some experimenting here because I have no idea how this works with the rules of the game.
Do it.
Do it. Kill him, Anakin.
All right, one of you is having to do an out of turn action. I'm not sure which one of you it went to.
Went to me.
Oh, cause you're a troop. That's why.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Sack on, baby. Sack on.
I wasn't sure if it would actually sack the Enterprise or not, because what I did is I stole your ranch's income cube. I'm like, I think that gets rid of it, but I'm not 100% on that. So your choices, Russ, are you can flip your Hacendado over. You'll lose 2 income. I would not recommend doing this, but you can. You will gain a loyalty point, a green point, and your guy will go into private army, which makes it harder to assassinate your dude. You have protection. Faced with that exact same choice, I chose to just discard him. It's up to you if you don't want to. If you want to keep him, I don't think it's the best choice personally at this point in the game.
Yeah, we'll just discard.
It's back to me. Although I think, it's actually forced me to place the income. That's cute. And we're back in Pax Porfiriana, which makes me happy because I get more money this way. Restore the market. Get my $6 and finish.
Well, we were briefly in Pax, but we're going to now go into martial law.
We're gonna be in martial law. I need a troop out so I can go fix some of this unrest bullshit. It's vexing me, I tells you.
It vexes. All right. So, accept income, finish move. Actually, I heard something. You said something when buying land. You said something that was incorrect. You said you pay for the cost is the amount of cubes that would be on there. It is the cost of cubes that are presently on there, and then you add 1 more.
I thought it was cost of cubes plus 1, which is the... Oh.
No, yeah, so there's
well then.
Yes. That's why it's hilarious to build a connection on there, because then you're like, it's always plus 1 for you, buddy, because I've made it more expensive. Value added.
And actually, speaking of that, why is there unrest on my ranch? I know why there's unrest on my ranch, but why is there unrest on my ranch?
Yeah, well.
Vexed.
Train robbers, man.
It is so expensive to get rid of if you don't have troops. Well, I guess it's not as expensive as it could be, given that we're in martial law. But, like, still. Let's see. He's Sonoran. I can use him for there. Okay, yeah. Purchase. Oh, what? Undo. That was the wrong action. All right, so I have resolved at least part of my unrest problems. Very expensive federal troops.
Russ, I just want you to know you're playing this game right so far. You're playing the wonderful leech strategy, which is, you know what? Don't give them targets, man. Just play a couple partners, live off the fat of the land, and let everybody else screw each other over.
He's absolutely right. There's no wrong way to play this game.
No, that's what I love about it.
Which I guess you could also flip that around. There's no right way to play this game either.
I like games that are open-ended where you can do lots of different strategies to win.
Let's see.
I'm surprised myself. I still haven't sold the University of Arizona. It's just been living in my hand.
My connection cube has been removed. Well, that's boo.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Let's see. Well, that's not helpful anymore. Let's speculate that. Finish.
Oh no. I'm sorry, sir. What is this anarchy BS?
Oops. Stability is moment to moment in Mexico.
Yeah, it's almost like the whole country broke for about, 20 years.
That's my favorite quote from The Living Daylights. Robert Davi says, "Remember, you're only president for life."
I think that was the thing that made me roll my eyes the most at the what is that movie called? The Kingsman or The Kingsman? The like
Most-
60s prequel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the apparently Mexico is supposed to be like fomenting all this chaos, and I'm like, do you guys know what was happening in Mexico during this time? Are you aware of just how broken the country was? They were fomenting nothing but internal chaos right now.
Yeah, that movie was pretty lame.
That's all they could do to get the Olympics going. Are you saying 1916 or 1960s?
Movie,
The one with the Rasputin in it? That's the... I guess
Yeah,
the
the
one...
one-
Yeah.
the one with
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 1910s, they were... Yeah.
someone go to the producers and be like, you guys realize the country just kind of like when I say it broke, that's not hyperbole. Like the country just kind of didn't for a while. All right, let's see what's going on here. I had a vague plan forward, but then Russ had to get more loyalty points.
Yeah. We have to adapt here, baby.
That's okay. My plan involved having to play the University of Arizona, and I really don't want to do that. So,
Well, seeing that topple getting closer.
I could always do something wild to make this topple easier for Pax, though. By nuking the other topple first, then you can go into the second topple. Like, oh, suddenly it just got way easier, buddies. I'm not going to do that.
This is a big game of I dare you to. I dare the other player to do it.
This game is all about the daring. Undo. That's not what I clicked on, game. Appreciate it. Thank you. I need more troops is what I need. More troops would be lovely. I like how we have speculation cubes in basically everything that's out, too.
Hello there. Hello. These are my
Viking.
people. Strikers and rioters. Oh my.
Those look fun.
They do. Alright, so, what do we got? Let's get rid of that.
Viva la Revolution.
Those rioters can be a real pain in the ass.
And we'll speculate on that. We'll just draw some income. We'll lay low for the moment. Status quo.
You?
Yes.
Lay low?
Yes. Fomenting. Because that's what we do.
I do notice that you managed to get rid of all your unrest.
Well, we know guys.
All right. We'll try that. See what happens. How much you like your arena?
Ouch.
Enough to keep it? My spy has interceded. Mexican telephone and telegraph company. Working for the good guys. And by good guys, I do, of course, mean the me guys.
That's right. At least I got him off the board.
Totally. It's a good play.
Two players short.
Anyone got any Chihuahuan Enterprise? Oh. See a bunch of Chihuahuan Enterprises out here.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, who do I pick on? Think we gotta spread out the well.
But it's designed.
I want to do it to Russ to spread out the revolution points, but also he has less money. Sorry, Patrick.
Oh, that's okay. We have long memories. It's cool.
You're also jailed now.
Oh, man.
What did I do? I feel like I somehow wasted part of my turn. It's fine.
Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. I need to speak to the
Myth-
warden.
I think historically most of us spent at least some time, if not in jail, apprehended by various parties.
Indeed. Well, sir. 2 actions.
I mean, you can always free yourself and just, a little bit of
I
moolah.
could do that, or I could just watch the world burn. So, we're gonna play Red Flag Chihuahua.
Damn it.
You brought that on yourself, sir.
It's fine. I accept what I've done here. I'm not playing to win. I'm just playing to fuck shit up.
Anarchy. It is anarchy.
That's right. Okay, and second action. We'll speculate on that. And I am done. Oh, I have discard headline. So one topple has removed itself. The good topple. And we will accept and finish move.
It's cool. It's cool. Don't. Whoa. What of mine just disappeared?
All your Chihuahua stuff.
Right. That's right.
It hurt me too. I mean, my poor ranch. Sacrifice for the greater good.
But I lost my ranch and my casino.
Touche.
I just bought that casino. Damn it, Chihuahua! Be more controllable.
Do you have music playing on this?
I mean, I have music playing in my ears.
Oh, okay. Is it thematically correct for this game? It's Ariana Grande, isn't it?
No, it's stoner metal, so kinda.
Yeah, it fits. That sounds Carranza-esque.
Alright, Pancho Villa would be like, yeah, man, that's some good stuff, bro. There is a local company that makes custom car designs. And so they made kind of a muscle car Baja Racer hybrid thing called the Rally Fighter. Kind of inspired by old school Camaros and P-51 Spitfires and a bunch of other things. The default vinyl wrap that they recommend has Teddy Roosevelt on one side and Pancho Villa on the other.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, game, for telling me I lost all my shit. I am aware. Oh, we got another topple, though. Actually, getting pretty close to the end of the game. Now I'm going to have to start making some decisions, and I don't like them. Don't like them at all. So it'll be 6 to beat. Yep, that's not happening. So if I play him, yeah, undo that. We're not doing that. We can't give Russ that much money. That is an absolute mistake.
What? I'll just reinvest it.
In my destruction is what you'll reinvest it in.
Look at that. Chickpeas. Everyone likes chickpeas, right?
Yes.
Russ, I'm gonna need you to have some more enterprises so I can do terrible things to you.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Told you, he's figured this game out. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
I guess I get to speculate on something, huh? I have to discard headlines. Wow, there's been so few troops in this game. 3 troops is all we've gotten.
Well, what do we do here? I think we need to take that one. Take to jail.
Oh, look, you're cruising for that revolutionary victory, man.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep, that's totally it. So we'll do that. Purchase that. All right, sir. Back to you.
Hell yeah, refrigeration line.
Yeah.
Way too late, but awesome ability.
My favorite thing to do is refrigerated donkeys. They got the coolers on the back.
That's perfect. All I can see is just a donkey with a giant ice block, like trudging through the desert now.
Yeah, I once had the Gold Link Railroad, the Transcontinental, and the Swift refrigerator line, and it was just every turn, just tink. There's two. There's two. There's two. People are like, what the hell is going on here? Money.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
So the last 2-player game I played that became a Euro because just like we had stabby cards in it. There a fair amount of black cards came out. They were just never applicable, right? So it became this weird kind of Euro, almost San Juan, Race to the Galaxy kind of game. That's what I did. I had all my cubes out at one point, mostly on connections. And I'm just like, all right, just the life I live. It's fine. Just get my 15 gold every
Safe.
turn.
That's right.
I've never had this many of like useless orange cards in my hand before.
They're never useless. You just have to play them.
X equals number of your revolution points.
Oh yeah.
I play this for 0 unrest. I mean, okay, yeah, I can just give myself a free outrage point by doing that.
Sure.
It's not what I want to do, but I could. I need more loyalty point cards out there. Unfortunately, a bunch of mine got discarded by someone.
That bastard.
It's looking a little thin out there right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've entered the end game. There's one more topple after these two, and then if we don't win on topples, it's just whoever has the most gold.
Hmm.
Which we're all actually in a pretty good position to get. I'm making more money than you guys, but I'm also spending it like insanely. And then I'm completely lost as to what I want to do. I'm not. I know what I want to do.
I forgot about it. How does the newspaper card work?
You
Gotta
choose
point
which
something.
one you want,
Oh, okay.
and then the cost is different per each one. If you noticed.
Yep, I saw that. It's cheaper for the rebels.
I feel like they're trying to say something about my rebel rags, but you know what?
Well, they buy locally sourced paper and vegetable inks.
I got some bad news, buddy. I gave you negative two coins.
Which buddy?
Yeah, that would be the question, right?
Uh-huh.
How about the only buddy I can play orange cards against?
Oh. Talking about me again, are we?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, so we done did that. I would really like to be able to get rid of Russ's very, very frustrating to me American Monopoly. That is no bueno for me. Speculate there.
I like it. Gives
Actually,
me some cash.
undo. We're not going to speculate. We're going to sell, and then we'll speculate with the free one. All right, cool. All right, we're down to one top. We actually discarded another topple without using it, which is mind-blowing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Your gun store might be out of commission.
Maybe.
Wait, sir, you took my orange card. Hmm.
You mean my orange card?
Hmm.
Did you hit finish game? Are you still going?
I hit finish. It says
Yeah,
it's on
Says it's you.
Ah, it's interesting. It's not coming to me, but let's see.
If you close
there
out
we
and come back in. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cool. Well.
So Russ, what do you think of the game?
I think it's pretty good. I think I'm still feeling a little bit like I'm just clicketing stuff, but not near as bad as I was my first game at Premiere, where I was just like, what the hell am I doing?
Like I said, this game overall is simpler than Premiere. It's not
think
that
so.
it's less complicated. I think it's just a different kind of opacity, right?
It's very direct, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more. It makes a little more sense on what you're doing.
I don't know why, but I just got the urge to curse you, Patrick.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just saw cards move around and I figured something bad was happening to me.
Nope.
Looks like I just got a gold from you. It's like, damn you for nothing, I guess.
Oh yeah, I bought the thing you had speculated on.
I get a little sus when I see the exclamation point pop up by the foot.
Uh-huh.
Like, alright, what happened now? Because, last time that happened, I lost a bunch of cards.
When we play this asynchronous, and I see that, and it comes back to me, I'm like, what is this exclamation mark?
What I find super fascinating is that neither of the public cards give you Porfirian points.
Yeah. Well, they know that the game would be over that fast if somebody was just like, here's a loyalty point. What? No!
I see you going for that intervention win, man.
I'll never tell.
The thing that blows my mind is when you get a game where someone's gotten hyphy enough where they want to assassinate Roosevelt. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're willing to spend how much?
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine being that angry at a single card to pop almost 20 to get rid of it,
Right.
And that's a lot of orange cards.
That is. It's what I like to see, sort of. I'd like to see more troops, if I'm being honest, but, take what I can get.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Oh, it's anarchy. That's why. Okay. Reset my move. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. The troll in me absolutely just wants to buy the topple that's out right now and have all of us fail it. Oh, yeah. I've redone my move twice now because I keep forgetting what my options really here really are. That's very annoying. Oh, here the troops come. Finally. Not worth it, but finally. So I used to moderate a huge Discord for like a local one, a Phoenix one, and I've kind of like gone away from that server. It just got a little bit too big for me to keep track of. There's at any given time like 1,000 people actively chatting in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was just too much. I hated moderating it because bans were constant, right? I peeked my head in there after yesterday, and whoo, the thing was on fire.
I bet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to stay away. Twitter and Facebook had some pretty passionate threads going on.
A buddy of mine works at the state capitol. I'm getting texts from him all day like, man, society is about 3 seconds away from eating itself today.
Boy, I'm just not feeling like there's much going on here.
This one's a pickle.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting close to the end of the game, and I think I have clearly made my intentions clear as to how I'm intending to win, right?
Money.
He's got the money. Money. Dollar bills, y'all.
It's that Cardi B money kind of thing.
How can we block that here?
Well, Patrick actually has a route to winning too.
Yeah.
Like a real good route. He's just a little poor for it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Exactly it. Oh. How can I stave off some disaster here? Do this. Play this. That.
I will say I've never gotten a money win in this game. I don't think this will be the time I get the money win.
Reset move. Let's see.
Yeah, I like that. Do it halfway through and be like, yeah, I don't like any of that. Let's just go back.
Yeah, I had to do that a couple times in my turn because, like, I was like, "Oh, that looks good. Wait, that means I can't do that. But that looks good, but wait."
Yeah. Yep, I had a few of those. Ooh, that closes that off. Nah, no bueno.
Yeah, this game S is no bueno.
For one of a few extra bucks. Mm, grr.
You're indeed, my man.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to. I think I know what you're gonna do, but let's just go with that.
Scanning my board, it's like, what changed for me? Oh, hot damn. Choices are being made here. What I think is very funny, at least to me personally, is I can absolutely throw this game to Patrick. I'm not going to, but like if this was in person and I wasn't paying attention, I could totally make him accidentally win.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I count on. Like, they're not watching what's going on. Hooray! It's the unintentional king making, but that's what garners a really good, healthy debate at the table for everyone's understanding of how it works. Like, and I like that kind of table talk because then everyone's getting a better understanding of no, don't do that.
I've thought about taking the bones of this game and making a cult game out of it, kind of in the vein of Cultist Simulator. If you guys have seen that video game.
I don't
So
think.
I think the idea of having like multiple kind of abstracted factions works really well.
Right.
So that top will move, and I'm like, Russ, no! Ooh, back in the Pax Porfiriana. Okay.
All your arena are belong to us.
Interessante.
Sir, I had one troop.
Now you have none.
Yeah, that is true. Okay. Patrick, game ends once both topples have like all 4 topples have been played.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
That's the sound I was not hoping to hear.
Wait.
Let's go into you, Patrick. We've entered our first stop around.
All right. I will say done to that.
So when this comes to your rest, no one's winning right now.
Okay.
Because I believe it's still... Yeah, we're all too close. No one's winning. The next one is going to be a little bit more important, because right after this, I'm triggering the other topple.
Right. I was afraid of that. And that's going to be your victory.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to happen either, because I'm looking at this and mathing it out. I'm like, does that actually work?
When it was at 16, I figured you might not, but you were still in the position to do it. It was the timing. I have a U.S. troops, so I was going to switch it to intervention and do that, but I needed that first topple to get out of there so that I could get Diaz down to 1 instead of 2 on the last topple. But, yeah. This one's all you.
Okay, back to my regular turn, and if it will let me select it, purchase, and we're going to go with the status quo again. Boom. And back to you, Patrick.
I will not flip. Done.
The rest of your choices here, you can flip, and you'll get an extra Porphyrian point. But it doesn't really do anything for us here, because none of us can still win. It's the same math, roughly, as last time.
Yeah.
Minus 1 point for the game board, but same deal. Game board, Porphyrian, whatever. Diaz loyalty. There we go. That's the name.
Yep. I'll just keep her.
Yep.
And Chaos Goat for the win! Gold victory.
Oh, that's
Nifty.
that's also very close to an actual win too. Finish my turn. Gold victory.
There you go.
It
Game
is
lost. Thanks, Yukata. Thanks for rubbing it in there, buddy.
I like it doesn't actually say anywhere on my screen, or at least not that I
It's
can
a
see that I
little
won.
pop-up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. And kicks me back to the front. So there you go. Good game.
Nice.
Indeed.
So Russ,
yeah.
what are your thoughts? What do you, or well, he already asked you what you thought of it, but in the big picture, it's always
No,
good to.
I think it's pretty cool. And build your tableau. You can. I was just kind of living off you guys with all my partners.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think, and then given that you're going to have different cards come out, it's going to really change it up. I could see already like paths are going to be closed off or open up based on what comes out in the market.
We had at least one headline come up in the market, and sadly, it was a little too early. That would have been like, everybody discard half your gold, which would have just been wonderful here at the end, because
Oh yeah, I
that's
saw
the
that
great
one.
equalizer.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
What you do is you spend all your money and then go boop, and you pay for it, and then everybody else is hating you. So that would have been really handy here at the end to bring, because once you got to $34 sitting there, I was like, he's going for the gold, of course. But
Yep.
I was going for loyalty victory again because I don't do that too often, and even though that's how I won last time, right? Like I don't do it too often. It's nice. Not enough loyalty cards came up, and mine kept getting discarded somehow.
yeah. Well, I had a golden moment there with you guys, neither of you having any revolution points with,
Mhm.
with
Yep.
being, but I couldn't trigger it to anarchy again. And the moment that it was anarchy, I think I probably overlooked it, and because I was so focused on outrage at that time. So yeah, sometimes you get a little dreamy and you lose sight, you lose focus, and it's like, oh crap, I can win now.
Yep.
But that's all right.
Yeah, I had a rebel troop in my hand. That's why I'm like, oh, I can totally accidentally throw this game to
Right.
Patrick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was kind of hoping if it got to anarchy in any way, shape, or form, I was gonna be
Mhm.
like, buy any topple right now. But
Yeah, I like that where you got to keep your head on a swivel of
Yeah,
what
oh,
everyone
yeah,
else
yeah.
has.
It
you
is
know?
at a big 8-foot table. It is so fun to see people just craning their necks. What do you got over there? What do you got over there?
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
And I printed out the little BGG, kind of score sheet so everybody can see your meeples.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, he's got 3 on loyalty. Ooh, we're not doing loyalty right now. So that kind of stuff. So that makes it a lot
Yep.
of fun. Yeah. But it was nice to get a refresher on the Yukata interface because, like I said, it's been a year and a half. So it was good. Good. Thanks for organizing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for the
thanks,
teach.
Yeah. If you guys ever want to play again, just let me know. All right.
I will do so. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Right on. Take it easy, guys.
Take care. Bye.
See you.